Hi friends, Pastor Doug Batchelor here. I'd like to give you just a little bit of a prophecy news update. It is looking more and more like the Pope plans to introduce Sunday laws cloaked as an environmental emergency. And we've seen this. It first came out with his encyclical that he wrote in 2015 called Laudato Si, where it was talking about the necessity to rescue the environment. And in that, he makes several references to the Sabbath. Matter of fact, I'll quote from that right now. And the encyclical is like 40,000 words, and it's itemized in paragraphs. Paragraph 71, the biblical tradition clearly shows that this renewal entails recovering and respecting the rhythms inscribed in nature and by the hand of the Creator. We see this, for example, in the law of the Sabbath on the seventh day. God rested from all his work. He commanded Israel to set aside the seventh day as a day of rest, a Sabbath. Similarly, every 7 years there was a sabbatical year that was set aside for Israel. Then you go to paragraph 237. On Sunday, our participation in the Eucharist has a special importance. Sunday, like the Jewish Sabbath, is meant to be a day. Notice he said the Jewish Sabbath, it was a law. Sunday, like the Jewish Sabbath, is meant to be a day which heals our relationships with God, with ourselves, with others, and note this, with the world. So he's saying it's Sunday that will heal our relationships with the world. It's the environment. Sunday is the day of the resurrection, the first day of the new creation, whose first fruits are the Lord's risen humanity, the pledge of the final transfiguration of all created reality. It also proclaims man's eternal rest in God. The law, there's that word again. In fact, the word law appears about 20 times in this section of the letter. It proclaims man's eternal rest in God. The law of weekly rest forbade work on the seventh day. And of course, they say, well, Sunday is every seventh day. Even now we are journeying towards the Sabbath of eternity, the New Jerusalem, towards our common home in heaven. Jesus said, I make all things new, and that's paragraph 243 in his encyclical Laudato Si. And you go to paragraph 211. Yet this education, now the reason I mention that is because the Pope, he said back, about a year ago, that he was calling the world leaders to the Vatican for a special compact on education of the world. And that was postponed and rescheduled for October. I think it's the 11th through the 17th because of the pandemic. But as far as I know, that is still on. And whether they do